what I'm angry about, because anger implies that you have a stake in the outcome, that you care, and I don't really care. I don't. I mean, it comes across as anger, you know. Obviously, there's a theatrical, it's a heightened kind of intensified theatrical anger that you need to convey these thoughts. But I'm not personally an angry man. I'm not personally angry about these things. I think they're wonderful because I root against the species. I finally came to a realization, and this freed me as a writer. This was part of that transformation in the 90s. I realized I didn't really care about this outcome on this planet. I didn't care what happened to the species. I think this is a species that was given great gifts and had great potential and squandered them. I think this species squandered them. I think it chose poor ways of organizing itself, socially and politically. I think it made a wrong turn when it came to buying the okey-doke that the spiritual leaders gave, the high priests. We turned it over to the high priests and the traders. It's commerce and religion that have ruined and spoiled the potential of this species. And in this country, the same two things are true, but this country is writ large, and this country is the leader in the decay of the soul, if you will, just I use that metaphorically. It's just, and I just don't care what happens to this country. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So, and you know what, the only anger there is that I recognize when in my voice there, you know what that is? It's really a reflection of disappointment and disillusionment and being let down by my species. You know, we had such great possibilities, and they're not being realized. You know, they talk about poets and philosophers, and well, aren't there? Yes, there are. How much influence do they have? None. There are more people writing poetry in America than there are reading it. Imagine that. Well, I guess that's true in a lot of fields, but it's just, I think that's the anger. It's a frustration. It's a letdown. You know, it comes from, you know, how could you do it? That's why I usually always use the second person. You know, I talk about the audience and I say, how can you know what you did? You know, I don't say, you know what we did here in this country. I say, you know what you people did? I put it on them. It's not my problem. You know, so anyway, that's just a taste of what eats around the edges for me.